Hi, Julie Christensen here, just checking in to see how you're all doing. I have a quick tip for you today as we finish off this week. So my tip for you as we go into the weekend is one that we usually start with in therapy when we're talking about stress management and strategies that we can use to reduce the anxiety and the physiological effects of anxiety that we feel. And that is simply taking a breath. Now, breathing is something that we do automatically, right? It's part of the autonomic nervous system. We do it without thinking. And because we're not really thinking about it, what happens often is that we tend to breathe very shallowly. So we breathe here when we're anxious. And if you pay attention to what's happening in your body, you will notice that your heart tends to beat a little faster when you're feeling anxious and stressed. And your blood pressure will go up a little bit. You might notice that in terms of tension around the eyes or a bit of a headache. And so, as your heart rate is going up and your blood pressure is increasing, we tend to feel a little bit panicky because of that. And so, we don't breathe very deeply. The other thing that tends to impact the depth and the breadth of a breath is when we're working in a seated position. And so, in my makeshift office, I'm sitting on an office chair that I purchased from IKEA. Fortunately, it can go up and down, and I can shift how it works a little bit. But after a little while, we tend to sort of sink into our chairs and we tend to slouch. And, when I'm sitting like this and I'm slouched over, you can't really see. Maybe I can just tilt it down a little bit. You can see that I'm sort of folding in on myself. And when I breathe, even as I'm trying to talk, as I breathe, the breath only gets to here and it doesn't go any deeper. But when I sit straight up, oh, now I can feel my lungs fill up, right? So our posture is important when we are focusing our attention on our breath. And the other part that's really important is how we take the breath. So I'm going to teach you a couple of strategies really quickly. And then I'm going to introduce you to an app that you can use that will help to guide you in conscious or intentional breathing, okay? And so the first strategy is very simple. 3 counts of the inhale, 3 counts on the exhale. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, and so you're just paying closer attention. So you're bringing the breath in deeper, filling up the lungs more, and controlling the exhale. Another method that you can use is a method that I learned from Tony Robbins, and I'm not sure where he learned it from. So let's just say I'm borrowing it from Tony. So the way this works is that you take a deep breath, you breathe in deeply, you fill the lungs as deeply as you can until you don't feel like you can get any more air in. And however long that takes, let's say that it takes 5 seconds to do that full inhale, you times that by 1, you multiply it by 1. So that is a count of 5. Now you're going to hold the breath for 4 times the seconds that it took for you to inhale. So in this case, if it takes you 5 seconds to take a deep breath in, you're going to hold the breath for 20 seconds if you can. Okay? And so while you're holding that breath, you're going to feel tension in your body. You're going to feel tension across the neck, across the shoulders. You're going to feel tension alongside of your ribs. You'll find that you'll notice that your heartbeat is getting stronger and stronger the longer you hold the breath. And you might find that you're a little bit lightheaded. So if you can't get to 20, do the best that you can. But if you hold it till 20, then on the exhale is going to be 2 times that first number. Okay? So inhale, 5, hold for 20, exhale for 10. And so as you exhale, it's going to be a very long, slow exhale, as though I'm looking for a straw and I don't have one here, but as if you were blowing through a narrow straw. So it's going to be like very slow, controlled exhale. When you get to the count of 10, if you still have air in your lungs, force it out, push it out, start again. So, with any of these types of breathing strategies, what you're really doing is you're controlling the intake of the breath, but more importantly, you're controlling the exhale of the breath. What I teach all my clients is that the stress relief and the stress reduction comes on the exhale. Okay, so you'll feel that as you take a deep breath in, you'll find your shoulders come up a little bit, they tense. You might feel it in your back, you might feel it in your chest. Your abdomen should be distended. And then when you exhale, it's like letting the air out of a balloon, literally. You'll feel your back muscles, your chest muscles, your oblique muscles, your shoulders, your neck, everything just starts to come back down. You'll feel that depression of tension as you exhale. So for each of these strategies that you're using, whether you use the 3 in, 3 out, 4 in, 4 out, 5 in, 5 out, however you want to do it, um, what's really important is that you practice letting go on the exhale. Practice letting the tension, pushing the tension out from your neck, your shoulders, your joints, your wrists, your fingertips, pushing it out so that you are in a more relaxed state. What this is doing is helping to bring your parasympathetic nervous system uh, back to baseline, your sympathetic and your parasympathetic. So when you are anxious, heart rate goes up, blood pressure goes up, you start producing sugar, you start producing cholesterol, all of these things are happening in your body. When you start to relax, all of those things go back to normal. So you want to bring your body back to a state of baseline. So I want to share with you a couple of apps, and I'm just going to pull these up on my phone in real time so you can see how easy this is. So I have this app and it's called Calm, and it is right here. So it's just a blue circle and it says Calm. And if you open this app up, the first thing that you'll see is that it says take a deep breath. And so if I just want to practice my breathing, um, so we're just going to do it for we'll do it for a minute. Okay, so this is called a breath bubble. And I'm going to turn the volume up so you can hear it. Okay, so first time, breathe in, hold, exhale. Okay, do you see how that works? So this is going to guide you through that breathing process. Tells you when to take the breath in, how long to hold it for, and how to exhale, or when to exhale. And you will find that there are different breathing exercises depending on what you hope to accomplish through the breathing exercise. And so you can try those out. And that part of the app is free. There are certain parts of the Calm app that you have to pay for. Um, but overall, I really like this app and I think it's worthwhile using. I also like the nature sounds and that sort of thing. The other app that I want to share with you that I use more frequently is this one right here called Relax Melodies. So Relax Melodies has a lot of cool features as well. Let's see if they have the breathing one. Yeah, they have a breathing one here as well. So they have something very similar. So they have one, some of these you can see with the pink dot are pro, but there are some free ones as well. And this one is to reset your nervous system at bedtime and to prepare you for sleep. So this count is inhale for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. So it's a little bit different than the one that I showed you, but let's just see how this one plays out. Now with that one, I really felt the tension in my back, and I don't know if you actually tried it that one time through. but I could feel that in my back, and that's probably because I've been sitting at this desk for most of the day and my back is sore. And I would imagine that lying in bed and doing this, maybe 10 repetitions or however long they want you to do it, I'm going to find that the tension in my back starts to release and it's easier for me to relax and to sort of sink into my bed and go to sleep. So I wanted to share those with you because really breathing, intentional, focused breathing aimed for stress reduction is the core exercise of any de stressing or anti anxiety approach to wellness. Everything starts with the breath. And remember this if you don't remember much else, that you want to take in lots of air on the inhale, but the stress relief, the decompression comes on the exhale. And so the longer the exhale, the more focused the exhale, the more controlled the exhale, the greater the stress relief. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share with you today. We're going to be bringing you lots of tips in the days to come because, social isolation is hard. It's stressful. Some of you are living alone. Some of you are single parents with young kids, and you're trying to balance homeschooling and taking care of everybody's health, and perhaps trying to balance that with work from home. Some of you are two-parent families that have older parents living with you, younger kids that need to deal with schoolwork. You're trying to get your job done. You're trying to balance off times between yourself and your partner, working in separate offices, trying to get stuff done. It's very difficult. And then, of course, there's the worry about going into the community and perhaps being exposed to the coronavirus and contracting COVID-19. So I know there's a lot going on right now, um, but I want to encourage you to do what you can to take care of your own mental health during this time. Hydrate, exercise, go outside, practice your breathing strategies, stretch, do some calisthenics, do things that can help to keep your body limber. In the days to come, we're going to do a video or a series of videos about chronic pain management as well, because a lot of us are not, myself included, are not getting to our chiropractors and our physiotherapists, and so we have to find ways to manage pain at home. So we're going to be doing these, and Norellis is going to do a few videos as well, and she's going to share them here on Spa for the Soul social media. And we just want to work together. Like our mayor continues to say, we're in this together, and we're better together. So we're going to do our part in helping you to manage the stress and anxiety and depression that comes with being socially isolated for a really long time. And of course, you know that you can hop onto our website at Spa for the Soul. JulieChristiansen.com is the website, JulieChristiansen.com. Book an appointment. If you're a returning client, you just need to book the type of appointment that you want with the therapist that you have, and you'll see our calendar and you can book that online. If you are a brand new person to Spa for the Soul, then click on consult for 30 minutes and we will give you a free 30-minute call so that we can get to know you, you can get to know us, find out about what your needs are and how we can assist you. So we at Spa for the Soul are here for you during this COVID-19 crisis, and we will continue to be here for you in the days moving ahead. So stay well, stay safe, stay home, please, and breathe.